My hands gripped the divorce papers, trembling not from grief or regret, but from the effort to stifle a smile. Seated across from me, my wife maintained a poised demeanor, her legs elegantly crossed, her gaze free of tears, her expression tight, with barely hidden triumph. Behind her stood her lover, nonchalantly sipping whiskey I'd paid for, admiring the intricate crown molding in a house he hadn't built or funded. He let out a low whistle. "This place is stunning," he said. I didn't respond. Instead, I slid the documents across the polished marble counter. She didn't bother looking at them. She didn't need to. She'd been plotting this moment far longer than I had. "I'll be taking all my personal belongings," I said, my tone calm and even. "Of course," she replied. "Take whatever you like." I gave a slight nod. She thought I meant my suits, my watch, maybe my novels. She had no idea what I'd already safeguarded or what was about to unfold. I once believed in forever. We met during a torrential summer storm. She was soaked, disoriented, cursing the sky. I offered her my umbrella, my coat, and in time, my name, my trust, my entire existence. Back then, her laughter felt genuine. Her touch seemed sincere, as if she truly saw me. Our love wasn't perfect, but it felt real. In my ruthless world of negotiations and double crosses, that authenticity, even if a mirage, was priceless. But something changed. It started subtly, her phone perpetually face down. Sudden work trips, a kiss at the door that felt like frost. I told myself it was just stress, the toll of daily life, the fatigue of marriage. Yet betrayal has a unique scent, and hers carried the unfamiliar aroma of cologne I didn't wear. It was a crisp Thursday in October when I came home early. A meeting abruptly canceled. I entered silently, without a word. Her car sat in the driveway. Music floated through the house, mingling with laughter, a man's voice. I didn't confront her. I stood in the shadows of the hallway, unnoticed, listening to her giggles, her murmurs, her deceit. A hollow crack split within me, but I didn't yell. I didn't break. I evolved. She forgot I was a strategist. Long before I was a spouse, I was a fixer, a negotiator, a man who unraveled disorder for a living. She thought she could outmaneuver me. So, I played the part, smiling more, inquiring about her day, bringing home flowers I knew she loathed, just to watch her fake gratitude. I perfected the guise of the clueless fool so well, I almost convinced myself. While she slept, I worked. First, the money. I siphoned funds into untraceable accounts, sold stocks in small batches, liquidated assets without leaving a trail. I updated beneficiaries, rewrote wills, closed insurance gaps. Then, the house. Through clever legal moves, it became the property of a company I owned under a false name. She never noticed the changed deed. Next, surveillance, discreet, invisible. I hired someone unconnected to me, collecting photos, videos, receipts, and GPS data over months. Finally, the attorney, her top choice. I secured him first. I waited, not for justice, but for the drama. When she handed me the divorce papers, her confidence was palpable, her delivery flawless. I nearly laughed. She presented them as if delivering my defeat, demanding the house, the car, half my fortune. Her lover lingered behind her, a shadow, brimming with overconfidence. He flashed a smirk. I nodded in return. "Fine," I said, "but let's meet at the house to divide what's mine and what's yours." "I want a clean split," she agreed to quickly. And now, here we are. I moved through the rooms deliberately, without haste. Every piece of furniture, every painting, every carpet and sculpture had been appraised and swapped for replicas days before. The safe in my study was empty. Files had vanished. My watch collection was safely abroad. Artwork replaced with fakes. "You're really taking everything?" she asked, her eyes narrowing as I opened a bare drawer. I nodded. "All my personal possessions," I said. Her lover grinned, still acting like the master of a house that wasn't his. "That's low, man," he said. "No," I replied, "just thorough." Then came the knock at the door. Two officers, a lawyer, and an official court order. I turned to her. "I forgot to mention your lover's on probation. Your documented affair violates that." Her jaw fell. "What the hell is this?" he growled, grabbing the paper, his hands shaking more than mine ever did. I went on, "You've both been living here without paying rent for months. That's fraud. This house? You never owned it. You just furnished it." She blinked, speechless. My company owns this property, I said. You signed decorator agreements, remember? That makes you liable for damages. The officers stepped closer. You both need to leave, one said. There's a claim of illegal occupancy, and your car is being seized. She screamed, then not words, just a raw wail. Her lover turned on her. You said you had this handled. I watched their downfall with quiet detachment. They didn't see the cliff until they'd tumbled over it. Now, I sit on the bare floor of what was once our bedroom. The walls echo with silence again. The quiet feels honest. Beside me is a small box, old photos, worn letters, a wilted flower from our wedding day. I'll burn them soon, not out of malice, but as a ritual. Some ghosts need fire to be released. They thought they were playing chess, but I designed the board. And sometimes the king walks away alone, unbroken.